Hey guys, anniversary time, tier list time. I'm gonna rank every single game in 2024 that I let's played. Couple prerequisites. One, these are not going to appear in ranking every single game that I played in 2024, obviously because I'm ranking them here. Uh, Two, I know some of these were in the ranking every game that I beat in 2023 video. I'm still gonna rank them, and my opinions might have changed since then. Who knows? I think those are both the prerequisites out of the way. So I'm covering every single game that I've Let's played, as well as Trip World because I beat it in one go, Castlevania because I beat the whole game in one go, Zera because it's more of a Let's Play than a Let's Try or a random Itch.io stuff in my opinion, and I think that's all the bonus stuff I'm doing. Alright, so I guess we're going to start with whatever order they threw at us. Pokemon Kanto Black. Um, I'd say this is... good. I'd say this is good. It's a good ROM hack. I wish it changed more, but I get that's not the point that it's trying to do. It's not trying to be a massive ROM hack that changes everything. It just wants to be Kanto with Gen 5 and 6 Pokemon instead of Gen 1. Like an alternate universe where the Gen 5 Pokemon were the originals or whatever, and I think that's cool. It has a decent amount of post-game content, a decent amount to do. I like the battle facility stuff it added. I think it's a good game. There's things holding it back, but I feel like I could replay this at any point and still have a good time. So I'm going to put that in good. Let's see, Frogger's Adventure. I'm going to put in okay because I think it's okay. I don't know. I think it's a bit too hard and a bit short, but I have a lot of fun with it. I have problems recognizing the patterns, but that's more of a me problem than a problem with the game in general or whatever. So I don't know. Again, I think it's too hard at times to the point where there's certain parts where I don't know how people could do it without save states, and that's usually not a good sign. So, I also feel like there's not a lot of content. There's not a lot of side content or bonus content. I am gonna change this though. I guess. Adore it. Good. Okay. Bad. And like awful, though I don't think I've Let's Played anything awful. Um, Next up is Kirby's Dream Land. I'm going to put this in okay because it's just kind of a nothing game to me. It's a game you can beat in like 20-30 minutes. It's kind of lifeless. It's not lifeless, it's cute. It has a charm to it. It's just that it's kind of boring to me, kind of too simplistic. I feel the later Kirby games are going to be better about this, at least the few that I've played. I don't know. I do plan on doing the later Kirby games, and I assume those are going to be better about this. This game bored the hell out of me for the most part. I'm not covering the bonus ones that I did, I guess, but I guess really quick. DX is the same level. They're all the same level. The GBA style remake's good. I think Kirby's Dream Land Plus is okay too. Um, I hope that, yeah, the later games are going to be better. Let's see, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I want to put it in good, but I'm going to go for okay, I guess. I'm biased, so this still might be too hard to some people. I like this format of Yu-Gi-Oh game, and I kind of wish we still got games like this, where it's kind of an RPG with like leveling up, buying packs, getting like the money for packs, unlocking things, going through a story mode with like an overworld, running around, solving puzzles, doing dungeons, fighting other duelists or whatever. I just really like that. Um, I think Master Duel's good, obviously. I just feel that this isn't. I don't know. I prefer this style for a Yu-Gi-Oh game, and I know it has inherent issues, but I still like it. I think the card pool is too limiting, or whatever. Like I get it's an early game, and obviously later games fix that, but I feel like the card pool is too limiting. The way you unlock packs is infuriating, and it doesn't do a great job of telling you what to do next. There's a multiple times where I get lost. Uh, Speaking of, I guess, this Let's Play is going to continue. It's so hard to record. It's like an hour and a half long videos, so it takes me a while. But I'm still going to put that in okay. Yeah. This is not Donkey Kong 64, this is Super Donkey Kong 64, which is a Mario 64 ROM hack that replaces the levels with DK64 levels. I'm going to put it in good. I think that it's too short, and it's too short and it's too simple, but honestly, like they were confined to what like Donkey Kong 64 gave them, so they didn't have a ton to work with. It's not my favorite ROM hack. I'd say Star Road is one of my favorites. I also like Last Impact. Um, Though I haven't played Star Road in years, I might actually let's play that to do a refresher on it. I remember the post game of Star Road being bad, but anyway, Super Donkey Kong 64. I think it's good. I like the idea of upgrading yourself with stars. I think you could do something really cool with that in the future. I just think the levels are a bit too simple, a little too empty. But I mean, again, what are they gonna do? They're restricted to DK64 level design, so I'm gonna give it a pass and say it's in good. Um, Spider-Man PS1. I'm gonna put it on okay. I know some of you want me to put it in adore or good, but it's going in okay. The issue is, I played the later games first, so this is really clunky to me, and I made a video that's like titled Spider-Man Part like 5. I hate this game. I don't hate this game. That was over exaggeration. I was just very angry in that episode. I think this is an okay game. It's too simplistic. I don't want to say it's too simplistic. I think the level design's kind of boring. Some of the bosses are infuriating. I think a lot of the upgrades or whatever, like a lot of the special moves or whatever you want to call them, I feel like they don't telegraph that to you enough. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know for the first like third of the game that there was a special move by holding triangle and whatever. I just didn't like it that much, but I still say it's an okay game. I honestly think the later half of the game is very bad. Like, I don't like the sewer level where you talk to the lizard and you go through a sewer or whatever. I hate that level. I did not like the level with the fucking pink little Venom symbiote guys. Did not like that. There's just a lot of sections I hate, but I'd say this is an okay game overall. I feel like if I played this before I played Spider-Man 2018 and Spider-Man on the PS2 and Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, I might have given it more of a pass. But as is, I think it's just okay. Pokemon Crystal Clear, I'm putting it in a... I love Crystal Clear, man. Because it's one of those things where I think it fixes fucking Johto. Because I hate Gen 2, and I feel like this is one of the ROM hacks that fixes it the best. Because it gives you ways to train, and it's infinitely replayable because it lets you do anything in any order. It fixes a lot of the gym teams. I just think it's good. Like, I really fucking like Crystal Clear. I think it's one of my favorite ROM hacks. Or whatever. It has to be one of my favorites, yeah. I know we're not done with the Let's Play of it, so I don't want to talk too much about it, I guess, because I can talk about it more there, but I do really love this game. So, Mario Land, I'm going to put in... Tempted to put it in bad. I might put it in okay, but for now I'm putting it in bad, because this game is aged like shit, but it's not terrible, it's not unplayable, it's just really fucking aged, and, like... That's the main thing. It's too aged. It's one of those things where it's too clunky to be super enjoyable to me nowadays. Especially with Super Mario Land 2 being just better. I don't know. Fun fact about this Let's Play, I guess. I was going to do the Kirby's Dream Land thing. And Let's Play like 5 different fan remakes of this. Or whatever. And then I found out there's only one remake that I have found for it. If I find another one, I might add another video to that Let's Play. Who knows? But as of the moment of this recording, I could not find any information on any other like remakes of this that I could Let's Play. So that's why it's a Let's Play that's only 2 episodes. It was meant to be like 5. Anyway, I'd say Chameleon Twist is also bad. Like, it's not the worst game I've ever played. It's frustrating at times. I don't like the fucking... What's the word? I don't know what the word is. Like the pole vault tongue mechanic. I don't like that mechanic. It's not a great mechanic. It's kind of confusing and I don't like that. I don't like that the level design is also kind of boring and straightforward. The camera's weirdly awful. I don't know how to describe it. It's like you're watching the footage through a security camera that's in the corner of the room. It doesn't work for a lot of the rooms or what they're trying to do. I think most of the bosses are bad. The levels are weirdly paced. Some levels are really long, some levels are really short. I think what you get for 100%ing it, or close to 100%ing it, it's weird, is like lame as hell. Like it's a billiards game that only gets you a crown. It's kind of lame. I don't know. I just don't like this game much. This is a revisit from my childhood and it did not hold up at all. So, what are you gonna do? Super Mario World Call of Cthulhu, I'm gonna put in okay. It's not the greatest Mario World ROM hack I've ever played or anything. It's not bad. It's not just not amazing or great to me. It's fine. There's a lot of cool ideas. I don't like the final boss. There's certain areas that I don't think work as well as they wanted it to. and I feel like I don't. I feel like I don't like the fact that there's no checkpoints and you have to beat the whole game in one go, and it kind of forces you to save state all the time. I don't know. It was just fine. It didn't add a ton to the Mario World formula, but I guess it's like it is a pretty fucking old ROM hack, I think. So I'm gonna give it a pass. It's okay. It's fine. There's other ones I would recommend more. I'm not going to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater yet because I want to do one first. So let's do one, I guess. One is bad. I think, like Mario Land, it's kind of aged like shit. There's no reason to go back to one, like original one, N64 or PS1. Like, there's the Dreamcast port, which is a much better version. There's Tony Hawk 2X, which has a remake of Tony Hawk 1 in it. There's Tony Hawk HD, which isn't great, but I don't even know if that game's still available. And then there's Tony Hawk 1 Plus 2, which I think is the definitive way to play this game. It's just that it's clunky. There's not a lot of content to it. You can beat it really fast. It's just not that great, especially compared to the other games. I guess now let's do Tony Hawk 2. I'm going to put it in good. I know that doesn't sound like something I would do, given the Let's Play that's going on. I'd get very angry in it. But I think it's a good game. It's just, it's a hard game to Let's Play because you need to focus and talk at the same time. And that's why 9 times out of 10, like, I know it didn't happen in the latest video, but 9 times out of 10, I'd say I'm cutting until I make it, and then I make it like within the 1 or 2 tries, or whatever. It's just kind of annoying that that's how it is. I'm not Let's Playing another Tony Hawk game without somebody else with me to help, because I don't think that I can handle Let's Playing this series as it gets more complex and more difficult while talking a lot or whatever. So I need a second person to Let's Play the rest of these games. So I guess don't look forward to Tony Hawk 3 for a bit. I still think it's a good game though. It has more content than the first game. It adds a bunch of shit that makes it age better. The level design's better. It controls a lot better. It is way better than 1. It's just that I get infuriated that I know I can beat this game easily, but I'm having trouble with it in the Let's Play because of focusing. Original Castlevania, it depends. I'm gonna put this in okay as well because it's good until like the last third, like the last level or two. From Death and Dracula especially are very badly designed in my opinion. But what's weird is the rest of the game is good. Like the rest of the game is fine. I think it's good in a lot of places. It's like a perfect mix of NES difficulty while not being too difficult in my opinion. It's just towards the end the difficulty ramps up for no reason and it becomes like infuriating to me. There's a bunch of shit like you beating Death without sub-weapons is like not feasible really to the average person, but you can't get more sub-weapons in that level. So you have to like purposefully die or get a game over or whatever in order to go back to an area where you can get fucking upgrades. It was just infuriating and very, very annoying, but it's still good for most of it. I'd just say that the end knocks it down to just okay. You can't even read this, but it's Trip World. I'll put it in, I want to say bad, because I enjoyed Kirby's Dream Land more. It's kind of a worse Kirby's Dream Land to me. There's some elements that I feel are better, but some elements that I feel are worse. I'm tempted to move this to okay. I don't remember much about this because I Let's Played this game in January or February, despite me uploading it way later. For I guess a reminder, I was gonna do a Patreon. People said they would not sub to it or whatever, and so I did not make a Patreon, and I took the one Patreon exclusive video I already recorded and posted it to YouTube as a bonus video at some point. I remember getting mad at the end. I think this game is, I'll move it to okay, I guess. For now, I might move it back. It's just that, like, I think it's not as good as Kirby's. I like Kirby's Dream Land more, and Kirby's Dream Land's only okay to me. So if it's worse than okay, that usually means it's bad, but I guess it could be less okay. I don't know. Muppet Monster Adventure, you can barely tell what this is. I guess it's NSTAD. I'm gonna put it in good. This is a good game. I'd rather play Spyro 2 or 3, but I'd still say this is a good game. It does what Spyro's doing, puts its own little spin on it, and I think it like has a cool theming to it. I like the music. I like a lot of the levels. It's just that it's not as good as the later Spyros, but I mean, for a fucking licensed kids game, I think it went above and beyond. It has a lot of cool content. It's got a lot of content in general. Like, I thought I thought I'd finish this Let's Play in like under 10 episodes, but I think it's going to be 15 to 20, and one of the longer games I've Let's Played. Um, I think it's good. If you like Spyro, give this game a shot, or whatever. I think some of the mini games are kind of bad, but and it's not as replayable as Spyro to me. I think it's because of how long it is, but I still say it's a good game. Gex. I'm putting this in awful. I fucking hated Gex. Like, this is a mostly blind Let's Play of Gex was my, Let's Play. And I ended up, like, I don't think there's another game that I've Let's Played that I've wanted to record less. Like, there was a gap at some point because it was, I don't want to play Gex right now. I don't want to record Gex. I don't think I ever want to replay this game ever again. Like, holy shit, I hate this game. It's boring. The level design is bad. The level themes are kind of boring, especially with such a cool idea as TV themed levels. I just think it's frustrating. Like, I hate so much about this game. I think the enemy placement is terrible. The power-ups are kind of lame. I think sometimes levels go on too long or whatever. I think it doesn't have enough content. I just think it's a very bad game. I love Gex 2 and 3, but 1 can go fuck itself, I guess. Zera, I don't have a lot to go by because this is a demo that I thought was going to be 2 videos, but it's going to be like 4 or 5, I think. I'd say it's okay. The issue is it's kind of Spyro 1, and Spyro 1 is unbelievably boring to me a lot of the time. So I just find this game mostly, like, good, but it's boring. Like, it's well put together, I guess. Like, I like the main character. I like the level themes. I like the enemies. I think this is actually, one of the closest I've seen in terms of fan games that are trying to replicate the PS1 art style. That's really cool. I like the music. I like a lot about it. It's just, it's just kind of boring because it's Spyro 1. I think the mini games and the side quest stuff is needed to spice up Spyro 1, in my opinion. And this game doesn't have that. But again, this game's not finished. I'm sure they're going to add more content or whatever. So I'd say it's okay. It can move to a good for the final version if that ever comes out. Finally, Yoshi's Story. I'd say it's good. It's not as good as Yoshi's Island. It's not as good as Yoshi's Woolly World. But I think it's good. It's just like it has bad moments, and 100%ing it can be kind of a pain at times. I just don't like the heart mechanic where you have to collect hearts and levels to unlock later levels. I don't know. I think it's a good game. It's just held back. Like, I don't know. My main gripe is the fact that 100%ing is kind of annoying. I still think doing a playthrough every once in a while of like one path is good enough, and it could get you an okay experience. It's not something I would go out of my way to play, but I mean, it's good enough. It's good. I guess that's every game I've Let's Played. I've done 19 games. There's stuff that I didn't put in here, like random itch.io stuff as one-offs, because there's not much I can say about a game that I played for 10 minutes. Like, how am I going to rank Spoopy Town or whatever it's called? You kind of can't. It's like a 10-minute arcade game or whatever. So it's hard. I guess that's it. Let me think about this for a second to see if this is where I want to put everything. I'm tempted to move Mario Land to okay. I just don't enjoy it. But I don't think I will. There's an argument that Super DK64 could be an only okay. But like, I think it's good. I'd say this is a pretty good ranking. You guys might disagree, but I think this is what I'm going to lock in as my final ranking of all the games I've Let's Played so far. Thank you guys for sticking with me for 15 Let's Plays and I guess 4 non-Let's Play series that technically count or something. Hopefully I do this for at least another year, and hopefully I'm able to do stuff with my partner and other people or whatever in the future, because there's certain games I want to Let's Play that I'm not going to until I have another person. But either way, at least until then, I'll see you guys later.